Guys, we are back with the Screen Team. We have got a new show for you this evening. A lot of great movie reviews, and I am so happy, so joyful that we have got two awesome people here in the studio, and they're playing tag with each other right now. What are you guys doing? Will you guys stop this? This is supposed to be a serious review show, and you guys are acting all funny over there. Chelsea, what are you doing?
What?
No, I saw you.
Me. No, that was totally Matthew.
No, it was not Matthew.
It was definitely
Matthew was behaving. He was getting ready to speak when spoken to, and you were all like touching him and stuff.
He
man.
does know his place.
Awesome, Chelsea, man. It's so good to have you back, man. Thank you for being on the show, Matt. Awesome to see you again, brother. We got some good movie reviews for you this evening, and we're going to start off with a movie that I believe is one of Chelsea's favorite. I'm kind of curious to see what Matthew thinks of this movie.
It's Matt's favorite. What are you talking
No,
about?
I wouldn't go that far.
We're going to find out here in a second. The movie is called Ever After, and this is a movie that came out in the late 1990s, starring Drew Barrymore. And Chelsea, this is like a Cinderella tale, right?
Yeah, very much. They even refer to the Cinderella movie or Cinderella story throughout this movie, so I thought that was kind of neat.
So what's the deal here? I mean, is it the typical kind of, you got Cinderella, she's getting abused by her stepmother and her stepsisters, and she finds a prince. Is that the kind of same thing we're finding with this story?
I mean, yeah, but technically the prince kind of finds her in a way.
How so?
Well, without giving too much, I mean, he ends up stumbling upon her, and then she ends up trying to. I don't want to give away too much of the story.
I'm just. Go ahead. No, just go ahead. All right, hold on. We'll throw out a spoiler. Spoiler alert! If you haven't seen the movie Ever After, which came out in 1998, this is your spoiler alert. Go ahead.
She lies about who she is in order to talk to him. So
she's a liar.
She's a liar, and Matthew thinks that all women are liars. So
Not all women.
He loves this movie.
My mother is a very saintly person, but other than that, I'm just throwing that out there. With the man tooth, it's a saint.
So Chelsea, tell me, why is this a movie that you enjoy, and why is this a movie you wanted to throw on the show?
I just really liked the non-traditional Cinderella story to it, and like Matt and I've talked about before and on past episodes, it was like a B-list Cinderella movie that I feel like has lost a little bit of its what's the word I'm looking for?
Pizzazz, glamour,
magic.
I just feel like it hasn't been viewed as much as it should.
Hasn't gotten its due respect.
Yeah, there we go. I just feel like it's a very, like I said, it's a very good Cinderella twisty movie.
What'd you think about Drew Barrymore? She plays the princess, correct?
Yes, I honestly, I was telling Matt while we were watching, I'm pretty sure this is the first movie I've ever seen that had Drew Barrymore in it. So it was very interesting to me. I never seen E.T.
You haven't seen E.T.?
I've never seen E.T.
E.T. Phone Home.
There's a lot of movies she hasn't seen that's on a list that will be viewed, so don't freak out.
Oh, Chelsea. All right. You just need to pause. You need a time out after that. Time out for Chelsea. Matt, just between you and me, all right? Nobody else here.
Right.
Is this a guy movie? Can guys watch this?
Definitely not a guy movie.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a chick flick. There are worse chick flicks out there.
Yeah.
There are a lot sappier ones.
Yeah.
So it's definitely not the worst, but it is one of those, if you're going to date a girl, she's going to want to watch this. It's this typical, uprising of the girl, and the guy's kind of an idiot, and she sets him straight type thing, so it's kind of a power movie. But kind of what she was saying about how it's lost its whatever. I mean, it was the late 90s, so I kind of feel they had oversaturated the market for so many years of those type of movies.
Yeah.
And so it didn't have much of an appeal. And so for a guy to watch it, it won't be your worst movie, but you're not going to sit down by yourself and be like, I haven't watched that in a while. So it's not one of those.
I'm going to pop this in the old DVD player. Angelica Houston, I'm assuming she plays like the wicked stepmother kind of thing. What did you guys think about her?
I always enjoy her being a taunting type of woman. She does it very well. She definitely has RBF.
Yeah.
And it's perfect for this movie, so.
because of it, she comes across as the actress itself, not the character. So that kind of takes you out of it.
How about the Prince Henry? How did he do? Did you guys like him? I mean, was he like your typical knight in shining armor kind of thing here?
Not
Chelsea?
really. Like Matt pointed out, I mean, he kind of was a dunce when it comes to being a prince, and I felt like he was, really spoiled and selfish with his thinking.
Yeah.
And I guess that's why I relate to Drew Barrymore's character. And like Matt said, the woman uprising, I'm smarter than you. This is how I would do this different. You don't even understand because you're just too selfish. But I just, honestly, if you wanted to look purely at like, every woman looks at looks and appeal, I would have totally picked a different prince.
Yeah.
Like he's not somebody that I would stare at.
Is this movie? Is this a rated PG movie? Is it rated PG-13? Can kids get into this film, or is it a little too adult?
I wouldn't say that it's too adult, but I don't think kids would really get into it.
Mm-hmm.
Mostly because of the fact that it's not cartoon, I think, and there's not singing. There's no pull for children, I think.
But more for like young adults kind of thing.
I could see a 16-year-old girl. Honestly, they'd find it interesting somewhere around there.
Okay, cool. The movie is called Ever After. It stars Drew Barrymore, Angelica Houston. Came out back in 1998, and you can find it on DVD. Coming up after the break, we're going to review the movie Snowpiercer. That is next, right here on KWOC.